So the problem here is for linearization. So I'm going to go through each piece. This one's actually interesting because you'll notice that f of x was never given. So starting off, part A, finding the linearization at x equal to 0. So linearization is the same thing as a tangent line. So I'm going to start off by writing the equation of a tangent line you're familiar with. We need the slope, and then we need the point. So those are the pieces that we're going to find. So if you notice up at the top, they gave us the point. The point in red will be 0, comma, negative 1. The slope, they also gave us the equation of the slope, sine of x squared. So f prime of 0 would be sine of 0, which on the unit circle, the y value at 0 is 0. So for part A, the equation of the tangent line would be y minus negative 1 equals 0 times x minus 0. And then if I simplify it, I get y is equal to 1. So the other way to write it was that the linearization at 0, comma, negative 1 is equal to 1. So that linearization is interesting because it's a constant. Part B asks you to approximate the value at x equal to 1. So the linearization approximated at 0.1 would be that I would substitute the x value into this x, but since the equation is constant, you still get 1. And actually, it's negative 1. That was negative 1, and that was negative 1. I'm sorry. When you move that over, you subtract 1. All right, last part that I'm going to squeeze up top is part C. How do you know if the real value is greater or less? So that's the exact same thing as understanding over or under approximations. So if we're concave up, the real value is above and the tangent line is below. And if we're concave down, the real value would be pink. Tangent line value, or the approximation, is your orange. So what we're going to do is first start off by finding the second derivative, which would be derivative of the outside, leave the inside the same, times the derivative of the inside. We're going to find it at 0.1. So the cosine of 0.1 squared times 0.2. Now, this value of 0.1, it's in the first quadrant, therefore the cosine of it is going to be positive multiplied by a positive, so we get positive. What that means is that we will be concave up. And if we're concave up, and my tangent line is in orange, my real actual value, blue, is greater than my tangent line in orange, and we know that because the function is concave up at 0.1. All right, so that's linearization.